Okay, so right now I'm recording a video on how to make a tassel for a saber. So what you want to do is you want to open up Blender and get rid of everything. And then once you do that, if you take a cube, what you can do is hit S and X and you can scale the cube out and then S, Z, and then scale it down. So then you have this. Or you can just like scale it however you want. But this is just the first step into making a tassel. And the second thing that you want to do is um you want to click on them, um mesh, hit tab, hit control R, and then scroll up a few times, and then just add a few vertices. Like hit control R, scroll up, click once, and then click again. So now you have more vertices. And then hit tab again. And then once you do that, hit Shift A or add, and you go down to armature, and then hit R X 90, and then R Z 90, and then R Z 180. Just make sure it's facing to the right. But yeah. And then what you want to do is you want to drag it all the way to the very end. Just like that. And if you hit tab on it, you can select um, this end and hit E and then drag. First, I forgot to mention you might want to scale it up so this lines up with the height of the tassel, and then hit E, and then you can hit X so it's straight, and then keep just doing that. EX, and then for the last bit, if you don't have enough room, just put it to the end. So then you should have something that looks like this. And then once you have that, if you select the cube and then you select the armature, it's control key, I think, and then you select with automatic weights. And then what you do is if you select the armature and you go into pose mode, if you select on one of the armatures and you rotate it, it does it with the mesh as well, which is really cool. And you can do Y. Oops. And then once you do that, then you're basically done with the blender part. So export as an FBX, and I'm going to name it tassel or video, but you can name it whatever you want to. And then once you do that, you can minimize if you want to, but you don't have to. You open up your Unity, and then you go into your Unity project. Give it a second to load. And then I'm gonna just hide this for the moment. And then if you go onto your desktop or wherever you saved it, drag your tassel into Unity and then drag it over here. And then once you do that, you scale it down to your saber size and then rotate it however you want. And then once you do that, you need this dynamic bone thing, and I will put a link for that in the I'll put a link, Google Drive link for that in the description of the video. And then if you select your armature, and then you select bone, if you add component and dynamic bone, and then your root will be your bone one. I'm pretty sure this is how you do it. I haven't made one in a while, so hang on, let me. There we go. And then you see how it moves? That is how you make a tassel. And what you can do is you can materials and then you can like add an image to it or something. Like I added this moving texture. Can add that, this, whatever you want to, you can add to it. Like you could just make a material and then add your like image or something on it. But yeah, that was a tutorial on how to make a tassel.